collaboration with India International Center and Toxics Link. We have this quarterly lecture, which is on any environmental issue that we have been doing in collaboration with India International Center. Today, we are going to talk about, the water scarcity in Delhi, soaring demand or mismanagement. That is the topic for discussion. I was looking for the exact words: water scarcity in Delhi, soaring demand or mismanagement. In fact, and we have a very eminent panelist to discuss this. So the format will be that we will have all the panelists talk about it, and then we will take question and answer at the end of their presentation or their lecture or their talk. I am not an expert on water, so I don't think I should be saying much about it. But as a common citizen, whatever I see or whatever we understand, and as with every passing year, we see that the situation in Delhi seems to be getting worse and worse. And even in some of those better colonies of Delhi, or what we call as South Delhi colonies, you have real worsening situation of water, and other areas which are not serviced so well, the situation is largely dependent on tankers, and you have many kinds of issues with tankers and the kind of politics and the kind of economics that is involved in this distribution through water tankers. And now it leads to fights, and there are police complaints and so on and so forth. The situation is really bad, actually, as far as water goes. And some of it, they say, is hugely on account of mismanagement. They say that about 40% of the water is actually leakage. That is what some of the statistics and data show, that of the 4,200 million liters demand, about 40% of it is actually wasted in distribution system. So that's one thing, and that is why this issue about mismanagement has come up. Is it really being mismanaged, or there's a real crisis and scarcity of water? And I remember in this context, in this place, we had a lecture series, I think 4 or 5 years back, when we had the DJB here. And I recall that incident very well, when there was a slogan and a very tall claim made by Delhi Jal Board saying that we will have 24/7 water supply in Delhi. I recall that statement. And and they say that is because we're going to plug all leakages, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, so that people won't have to get up at 3 in the morning to fill in water, or 2 in the morning and fill in their waters, because that was the kind of situation. But I'm not too sure if the things have become any better. So I think to discuss some of these issues about scarcity or mismanagement, we have a very eminent panelist, and I'd like to introduce the panel to you. We will start with Mr. Manu Bhatnagar. He is an environmental planner. He has been with INTACH since 1996. He has contributed to environmental conservation efforts and documentation of natural heritage in diverse parts of the country with a focus on water issues. He believes in influencing policy through pioneer projects, but also has donned the mantle of an activist on several occasions. He has authored policy papers, implemented projects in the areas of lake management, unconventional wastewater treatment, macro water harvesting, watershed management, urban environmental planning. So Manu has also been on many other previous occasions been part of this lecture series. So I now invite Mr. Manu Bhatnagar to please come and share his thoughts. Oh, my apologies. We have a short film, about 5 or 7 minutes, which we will start off with. The name of the film is, and then I'll call upon, my apology, Manu. Okay. Water Ignites Life and Hope. It's a film by TERI.